question and answer with Art Langer, the Director of the Center for Technology Management, and Giri Devanur, the CEO of Our 100. So, Giri, you've developed this product with the help of Dr. Langer called the Langer Index. Can you tell us what it is, what it's about?
Good afternoon, everybody. So, how many of you are liked by your CFO? I see 1, 2, maybe 3 hands. One of the biggest challenges the board members, like Eric was telling, or the CFOs don't like IT is they don't understand why the hell are we spending so much money. That is the biggest challenge. So what Dr. Langer has done over the years is to figure out how do you classify some of these spends that we do on a regular basis, various projects. One of the theories that I learned during my master's program when I was studying in his class was to understand the driver and the support theory. Either you are on the driver side of the technology or you are a supporter. The moment you are a supporter, the language in the board and the CFO's mind is you are spending, you are not investing. And that actually led to building Langer Index as a product based on the number of years of research Dr. Langer has done.
Great, thank you. So, Dr. Langer, what do you think the value it brings to the business is?
Well, I had been working on it for a long time, and of course, Giri came to me one day and was very persistent and said, I really want to take this and create an app on it. So I said, fine, and really what it does is it measures where your company is across a number of defined areas in technology, either measuring whether you're a transitional organization, a transactional organization, or a transformational one. So it's really a survey type of self-survey in which you can determine where you are along that scale.
Okay, great, thank you. Giri, where do you see it fitting in the marketplace?
When a company is going through massive change in terms of either going through an acquisition, I'm sure like a large number of people in this crowd have gone through some sort of merger or acquisition, etc. That is when this product really comes into play. When two companies come together for an acquisition or a merger, there will be a number of initiatives that will be going on. Parallel projects going on, etc. That is when, if we apply Dr. Langer's methodology and understand what are the initiatives that IT departments are running and their effectiveness, that is when this product is really useful. Last year, we were involved with a multi-billion-dollar carve-out, and we saw the number of Fred is nodding his head. The number of initiatives that had to be done in such a massive hurry was unbelievable. And the amount of money that eventually got saved because we applied some of these theories was really, really useful. We saved millions of dollars.
That's great. So, Dr. Langer, where do you see the direction of the market going?
Well, I think you see 3 things going on at the same time that don't necessarily coordinate with each other. We have commoditization going on in certain aspects of IT where we see costs being pressed down. We see this explosion of bring your own devices, which means you have to be compatible with everything. And then of course we're in the era of big data, and whether it's security getting involved with that or the power of big data, or most important what I would call the predictive analytics. So every company and organization wants to be able to predict what ultimately their consumers are looking for or going to look for. And this is requiring organizations to become extremely agile and being able to culturally change and this, of course, is the challenge that most boards are going through right now. How do they digitally transform their organizations?
Right. So, Giri, in that same vein, in which space do you believe this product will be the most beneficial?
What we are seeing in some of the Fortune 500 companies or mid-sized companies, the IT spending, the world as long as it is in the realm of spending to investment, all the challenges Dr. Langer just now mentioned, it's impossible to figure out what is the effectiveness of, let's say, you are doing security kind of projects that you are running, or big data, enterprise analytics. All these initiatives you need to eventually figure out, and you should be able to, in a clear way, define the return on investment in terms of explaining it to the CFO or the board. That is where we believe the product that we have put together using Dr. Langer's number of years of research will be useful, and that's where we see going forward.
Okay, and then Giri, this one's for you too. How does the Langer Index fit in with American 100's company direction? American 100 was actually pretty much incubated Dr. Langer's advices in the beginning. What we did was we took a bunch of frameworks that he has created in terms of customer archetypes and so on. So it is addressing to the CIO market to a large extent. So we are a technology management consulting company. We have built a bunch of products, and this is probably our core offering that we are giving to our customers. Great, thank you. And then this what do you see in version 2.0 of this product?
Well, I just finished an article in an international edited book, which talked about the crisis of the types of people we have in organizations. And I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but the people that run organizations at the executive level are what we call baby boomers. And they think and act and learn in a certain way. The people who are the line managers, we call them Gen X's. And they think and behave in a certain way. And the consumers and the people we're hiring, they're the millennials or the Gen Ys. And what you have is a very interesting crisis, a challenge of molding those three thinking processes together in an organization. And I think one of the things we see with 2.0 is how do we help companies, one, understand how to manage millennials who want to do everything all the time and are not particularly concerned about security, sorry. And then we have the baby boomers who are totally frightened of it, and somewhere in the middle of the Gen X people. So if you look at most companies today, this is what they're facing.
All right, great, thank you. This is the conclusion of our question and answer session.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.